from the guy who directed Honey, I Shrunk the Kids comes... Okay, so Benicio del Toro plays Lawrence Talbot, a supposed accomplished actor who returns to his homeland of Great Britain after his brother is savagely mauled by a beast. And yeah, that's mauled as in the dead mauled, not mauled as in, ooh, my face. That's right. Is your mind blown yet? Benicio del Toro takes on his most challenging role of all. He plays a guy who is supposedly a good actor. Must have taken all the strength he could muster. The young-ish actor then gets bitten by this beast. And then 30 minutes of choppy and horribly paced character development later, he finally wolfs out. 45 minutes into the movie. Now granted, the Wolfman's kind of hard to do because he'll only wolf out on everyone once a month. The other 29 days, you're just stuck with the characters. And no wolf. Which would be fine if the in-between time was filled with good characters that you remotely care about. Or had workable pacing in between werewolf phases each month. But it doesn't. And it doesn't. And if it fails on those, come on, it's gotta at least have cool werewolf scenes of awesomeness. Because, I mean, who are we kidding? That's why I wanted to watch it. But no. I mean, seriously, it fails on all of those? But the werewolf scenes are about 5 minutes long max, and if he's not running on all fours all horrible CGI style, he runs like this. And then a few people get clawed, decapitated, and eviscerated. And then it's over. On to more horrible pacing until the next werewolf session. Keep in mind that in between full moons, they cram a month into about 15 minutes of screen time. And they do it about 4 times over in the movie. Yeah, it's rough. And kinda shitty. As for the actors, again, Benicio. His best role, Frankie Four Fingers from Snatch. His worst... all the others. I mean, granted, the guy won an Oscar in Traffic by speaking Spanish, a language that I'm willing to bet nobody on the Academy even speaks. He might as well have been speaking Klingon to them. To them, yeah, once again, he is less than great. I mean, honestly, it's just his acting style. He's so blah. And you can't be so blah if you're supposed to get me to care that you're an average nice guy who's now dealing with a moral dilemma because you wolfed out and shredded a bunch of villagers. I mean, come on, Benicio del Toro, Taylor Lautner, what is it with werewolves being depicted by shitty actors? Except for Michael Sheen in Underworld. He was harsh. Hugo Weaving's in this movie. I liked him. I mean, no one in this movie really stands out, but Hugo Weaving, he's accomplished, he's diverse, he's good. I liked him. Anthony Hopkins straight up steals all his scenes from his co-star, Benicio del Toro. But so did other moving and iconic characters in this movie, like Creepy Gypsy Lady number 4, Little Kid Running Through the Fog, and Dead Guy laying on a slab in the butcher shop. And Emily Blunt's in it. Emily Blunt, to be blunt, I actually didn't hate her in the movie. She serves one purpose and she does it very well. And that is to give us something to look at to help us through the horrible pacing in between werewolf scenes. As for the werewolf transformation scenes when he's turning, I mean, they were cool and all, but I mean, we've seen werewolf transformations 100 times over by now. And it's just not new anymore. I did, however, like some things about it, like when his fangs are coming in, you see his teeth like cracking and falling out. That was cool. Now how he gets his regular teeth back the next morning, I don't know. Honestly, it's probably the least of this movie's problems. Ultimately, I mean, the movie's not as bad as Van Helsing, but it's not like up there with Bram Stoker's Dracula. Just imagine if a lesser form of Sleepy Hollow like fucked the pacing from Ang Lee's Hulk and had a kid. For the best I can compare, that would pretty much be the Wolfman. So if you like good pacing, interesting characters, or even some really cool werewolfism that you'd expect from a sweet-ass werewolf movie, you might want to sit this one out. Who knows, it might be worth letting your girlfriend drag you to the movie Valentine's Day this weekend. But if you liked this review, or found it at least mildly tolerable, then click on the link in the sidebar to see more, and maybe even subscribe. Who knows, you might just like it. Or just click here.